because shit gets leaked way too much now that people working at home, people not following the informational security and stuff like this. Time to go back to the office. I was thinking that that narrative will start rising soon-ish.
I'm listening to victory. Let us strike as one. Ah!
Tear them apart!
Knock Knock used to lighting enemies on fire first. Hey! Yeah.
Mob despair. I mean, this mob already going for a while. This mob is going for a while already.
Do not falter.
What's Christian doing there? Yeah, whipping out his knife there. Let's see. Wait, mercy! Ghost voices are faint as if speaking from far away. What is Gondison, right? You remember me. Once he sought my help with the island of Candlemere. Who looks vague and distinct as if it could dissipate into the air at any moment. Baron, is that you? Flee from this place before it's too late. This dungeon is a trap. A trap. Did he end up here? It's not my fault. It was a mistake. A huge, foolish mistake. I was wandering through the mountains, searching for something that would prove my worth, make others sit up and take notice. Little respect. People always used to talk that there were some ancient ruins and tours of Lebanese, but all I found were pot shards and rubble. So the next morning I decided to head to Warnhold and from there to Restov. And something happened. I can't tell if it was a dream or it was as if someone had set a compass needle behind my eyes and it was pointing me in another direction. So I went through the darkness and ended up at the outside of this damn tomb. Do you still remain here? I tried to leave, but his voice becomes fainter. I feared to. Did all I could to be a decent man, but what if it was not enough? What if her husband decides to cast me down, to be eaten by demons? No, I'm not ready yet. I need to think, to work up my courage. I need, his face becoming nothing more than a faint and distant whispering. Goblin stares at the ghost, then shakes his head violently and turns away. Knock knock, not know where he go and die. Not need to know. Dead is dead. Knock knock is still alive. All good. Happened in the tomb. I just want to take a look. So I know I was foolish, but I saw this bracelet, entirely of jade. An entire fortune worn on the wrist. She shouldn't have taken it, but I couldn't resist, so I snatched it and fled before some dead thing crawled from the tomb. And then he brought it to Warnhold. Returned to Warnhold and gave the bracelet to Megger. I expected that he'd pay me with a good sum of gold, and was silent for a moment, but before I could get my reward, it came for us. Where is everyone? They left, by their own free will, by the will of someone else to be precise. I was among them. I remember that voice ringing in my head, the voice like an emperor giving orders no one could disobey. So I did everything he demanded, and so did the others. That's how all of us ended up here. Mordecai, he's evil incarnate. He blamed us for stealing what was his, then tore our souls from our chests and imprisoned them. As for the bodies, you'll find them in the next room, the dining hall. Can't bear to look upon them. Have you seen them? A lich, a cyclops, they're a dead emperor. He's an ancient creature, perhaps the most ancient creature in all Golarion. Hates humans, dwarves, elves, the lesser races, the slaves he calls them. Can twist our minds and crush our wills into dust. I know, for I fell a victim to his power. He boasts he'll conquer the world, but you know, I think the centuries have taken their toll, weakening him as he lay sleeping here in his tomb. Don't believe Mordecai is all-powerful. It may be possible to defeat him. Well, you're still imprisoned. Silence for so long you begin to wonder if he's going to answer at all. Speaks again, his voice is fainter than before, as if ashamed. Mordecai decided I deserve a harsher punishment than the others. After all, I was the one who stole his bracelet, the one who drew his eye. But he didn't torture my body, instead he raked his fingers through my mind, plucking out memory after memory, and made me confess every bad thing I ever did. Every shame showed me how weak I was. After he was finished with me, he slit my throat with his finger. But I didn't die. He released my soul through the wound, so that I might forever be amongst those who died as a result of my weakness. So here I remain. It's what I deserve for all the grief and suffering I caused in my life. We can release him. Suffered enough and paid the price. Go in peace. Forgive me, that did so much harm, yet there is still a hope for me beyond this world. His eyes widen and you notice his form is fading, dissipating into the air. I hope the gods will be as merciful to you as your grace was to me. We'll see. Time has come. Thank you and for the will. Time has come. Fine. Let's fuck him up, boys. Yeah, healed the death door, actually. True. Nice blessings there. Feels good, eh?
Running won't help you.
Ah. Here comes the spectre, as I say then.
Onwards.
Time for that restoration again. He also replenished spells? I feel so. Actually, no, not really. I think I had 3 restorations. I think I had 3. Couldn't you just, like, keep the suction on 1? To see if I need to buy some more diamond dust, actually. Not a quarter stuff. Let me see, actually. I got another one before. Monka weapon. 3 enhancement bonus the weapons of the monster summon. I see, okay. Oh, necromancer stuff. And this one was a whispering souls. Profane bonus to intelligence. Any creature of evil alignment can use this stuff. Let's see. Well, we don't really need it anyway, though. And I have the super hot fire there. So probably not really. Probably not really. Oh, this one had a damnation. Death reservoir. Who? Score a critical hit with this weapon. Emit a wave of negative energy to everyone around you. Oof. See what will save to half the damage. I see. But that's not exactly good for us right now. Kind of a counterproductive there. Yeah, there was nothing else.
We've downed better ones. behind me.
That's a bunch of them there.
Let us strike as one.
Throw some fireballs.
Bring it.
You get minus levels on 2 of them again. Well, there goes the potions after then. There will go them potions, which I should have plenty anyway. This was the yellowish ones. Oh, the ones lesser also. Should have like better ones, I feel, at this point. Aid. Heroism. Well, I mean, I should also maybe have some spells for that. Bunch of bless scrolls, that's for sure. Restoration and Judaism. Remove blindness. Displacement. There's some wonder restoration actually too. Prayer. Displacement. Pyrrhic. I want to rest just for that. Don't want to rest just for that. To buy a bunch of those potions then. Have a bunch but not the right ones. But I should have a lot of restoration stuff. But I guess not. I guess not really. Combine the 6, yeah. It's not even the worst. Already been the worst here. Not gonna lie. And this one considered like spells like restoration, yeah. Can get resurrection also. Not something. Well, I mean, I could prepare that one too. I was thinking about it. Couldn't you take all those ales before we got the blessing? Ari. Where did it all go? I have one, but lesser also. That might not even work. I mean, I guess I could also rest. I didn't know restoration. Lesser won't work on negative levels, I see. Gonna need the spell. That's inflicting wounds. Reduce shield, invisa. Disintegrate, positive energy veil. Enlarge, remove sickness, not gonna cut it. Summon the monsters. Scrolls of haste still, that's nice. That is at least kinda nice. Ah man, I think I'll need to rest probably for that shit. Hurry! To get some better potions then for that.
We will prevail. Do not
More
falter.
specters there. Well, that'll gonna be fun. Should get some buffs on her before that. I kind of will need it to rest anyway, though.
Tear them apart!
Which knife to use?
Here they come. This one doesn't, right? This one is also on self. Again, I'm always forgetting that. I have heal actually. Does that remove negative stuff? Oh, does not remove negative level, let's say. Answered. Where's all the specters? There's one here, there's one here. I can get both of them, but I guess whatever. Already gone. No, that's good at least. That is good at least. Outside of all the debuffs, everything is kind of whatever. Get roll something good. Let's see what's here. Oh, that's where all the peoples are. I find forgiveness for any creature that does such horrific things, but I doubt forgiveness would mean anything. To a monster like him. Tail surface covered with blood, bits of brain, and bone splinters. Some tasty meals there, I say.
Something bothering you?
Tell you what bothers me, bro. But he can help with that until we rest anyway.
Not more runner and talker than fighter.
For some reason, I kind of knew that was gonna happen.
Be
Nice.
easier and not fight back.
Let Pipiega do something. That's good, that's whatever though. The negative levels are annoying, but overall kind of whatever. I think we're gonna rest after anyway. Come on, well, actually let's go for the regular one. There's still a way to many good targets there. Oof. Seems to be, I say. I can see that happening, yeah. There's so much stuff that like the turn-based glitches out. I guess whatever. No. I can need you, man. Why every time? A lot of time for that. That kind of works still. Maybe Monica stuff. True, true. True. Ah, whatever. Oof. Which opportunity attack? I have this shit on. Come on, man.
Nice time.
Where's everything like slow down though? Fuck is on? Fuck is going on? At least they dropped this stuff. That's good. I should check another places too before. Can't deal with them anyway. We'll slow down. Go fast. We can get any slows or something there now. It's going to be bigger again though. Shift and alt where you pause. Let's see.
Focus on the goal.
I guess it's kind of normal now. I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say there. Alright, more goods. That's nice. Alright, it's only for the fight. Let's see. Alright. Ah, see. Okay, then we continue. Moving a bit longer there.
Once a girl told me my eyes light up her world. I said that the blessing of Sarenrae will light up her soul. She seemed disappointed.
Now let's see. 3 costs. I only need 2 costs for these guys at least already. Is there something I could use? There's another restoration, another level too. Not sure about this cleanse because it only works on me anyway. Doesn't feel that good, eh? Bring recently slain creatures back to life. That could be alright. That could be alright. Inspiring recovery. What was this one on? Heal creature, hum an undead. Healing can bring back to life again also. That could be kind of alright, I guess. Yeah, still have the undeath to death. Yes, heal is also kind of nice. Killed by death effects cannot be revived. Spell deals damage to undead creatures rather than curing them. Cannot bring them back to life. That creature in this way, all allies can see it regain consciousness, get +2 morale bonus on attack rolls. Huh. I don't really use this one anyway. Even though I guess it could be good here, but if we get another encounter with a whole bunch of this shit. It's actually 40 foot burst. It's probably like nothing again also, as always. Actually centered on the target though, at least not around you. But still, it's probably not the craziest range there. Let's put it that way. I guess I'll roll with it. Let's see first.
Me see. Me keep.
Right here, my friend.
Anything else?
I press it. See what else is here.
I can see my destination.
And the serenity on the groups, I see.
Without a doubt.
Still the wrong mushrooms. Still haven't seen the ones I need for quest. Leave this place now. She's inside for a moment. We should collapse the entrance so no one ever. Why? This chamber, it looks at you but doesn't seem to see you. His eyes normally calm or troubled. The heart of the evil that fills the whole tomb, but everything here bears traces of the ones the Mordecai worshipped. I beg you, let us leave this place. I don't want you to suffer Mordecai's fate. You or anyone else. The powers of darkness are strong here and can corrupt even the strongest of hearts. Should we actually do that though? Kinda just too curious here.
There are many roads to success.
Okay, if you guys start doing some blood sprinkling, that's probably not gonna end well. That doesn't sound good, nah? Alright. Nice. You can only interact with this one when you sprinkle with blood. Amazing. And that's a cloth. Dark Acolyte's robe. As a necromancy bonus or something. Enhancement bonus to intelligence and charisma. A +2 bonus in all concentration checks. +5 competence bonus to knowledge or arcana skill checks. Damn son, that seems like all too good, huh? This one seems kinda sus. Can't even get that there. Can't even get more than this. I guess because this one probably, right? Yeah, it just remains +7 there. It's like nothing really changes too much. Guess arcana checks are good, but was it him doing arcana checks? Yeah, kinda. No, I think I'll stay with fire though. Because it seems like already nothing is gonna change anyway. Charisma for something else? I don't think so. Yeah, basically just puts you to cap. So kinda no point. Someone else could use that though. Maybe. Yeah, that will do. Gemstones gleam brightly in the stone at Demon's Eye sockets. The jaws of the sculpture are covered in a dried blood. It sounds like it's looted already. I think I looted. I'm not sure. That way is sprinkling nothing here. I ain't sprinkling shit here, dude. That's way too sus there. You can collapse the entrance if you want now. Okay, it's not a passage here.
Applause, please.
I am your shield.
I can see my destination.
I see something. Applause, please.
Get the B.
Focus on the goal.
Let's scroll them. I feel like resting is soon.
I will guide.
What's that?
There's nothing else there.
Anything else?
Shiny thing.
It would be shiny if you triggered that, probably.
Applause, please.
Roll up soon. Please. Be more. Like that. Afraid of being overheard. Heart of the tomb. Mordecai is closed now. Do you think so? Not, no, of course not. But like all who follow Saren Ray, Christian shivers and winces as if in pain. I can feel the evil in this place. Thick like the stench of rotten decay. Is there something to tell me? Shared all I can. Christian smiles wearily. Each of us has secrets and burdens we must carry alone, for the weight is not lessened in sharing them. So are your secrets yours to keep and share as you decide? Acting strangely ever since we entered the tomb. Then shakes his head. It's no matter, VP again. This place, it feeds on doubt, fear, loss. Shen raises his head and looks at you as if to steady himself. If we were to never see each other again, would you have any last words for me? The last words? Well, my friend. I regret we had so little time together. Wish you luck on your path. Last words. Then son, no last words for him. Right, sure, fine. It's a tinge with sadness. Ever since I met you, I have thought myself blessed to stand with a hero such as you. This blessing, it was not the gods, it was your strength, and for that, let us take faith in each other and purge the evil from this place. Purge that shit. There should be still
Without a doubt.
some ways to go here, I feel. Are they? I want to explore more. I want to explore some more. A Bigus Elemental.
Give the order.
I'll
Remain
fuck him up.
vigilant.
Pose. I need inspiration.
Okay, there's another one though. Fine, you go, Miri.
They go down!
Come here, Bax. I'm not gonna stab you.
Got a bit of buffs. You can stay brainless. Stay full brainless mode. I'll throw some more fireballs. Oh, hello. And Miri. You need to leave, eh?
This won't kill me.
Oh, well, relax there. Ah, God. Come on. No, I blame the negative levels there. Actually, oh, I didn't rest for that one. Yeah, the res one. Oh, didn't get that one yet. Yeah, Lindsay gonna get hit probably with opportunity, I feel. Okay, she did it. She did it.
I'm leaking red all over myself.
Fuck are these elementals, dude? Huh? How are you still like this?
Need a bandage. Need one. Getting dizzy.
The AoE shit they're going on. Oh, come on. The sure pain. They usually can turn base mode pretty easy. I guess maybe ancients are like... Oh, maybe they are probably more dink than the regular ones. And before they weren't that much of a problem, really. Because just this one does AoE damage or something. Yeah, it's slam, I guess, and stuff, so... Like, Valerie kind of tanks them, no problems. Damage. Nice hit. And then some hit at least. Sound the boss earlier already. Abigus Helus. See you, Valerie. Oh, what do we have? 45, huh? Ah, I see, okay. Valerie, go tank. We still have some more to deal with, huh? Lindsay.
Miserable.
Ah,
Last chapter.
he's also gonna get the stuff now again, right?
Miserable. Last
You
chapter.
can't get up anymore.
This up much longer.
Alright, I guess it's turn-based stuff here. I'll see that one come in there. Could go for heals. Yeah, let's do it. Just do it in a more ordered manner here. In a more ordered manner. The problem, unless you have like, I guess, like the army of of melee or like rangers and stuff, where he's not spamming spells because he spammed all of them. Because he spammed, he done spend spamming all of them already.
Give the order.
I shall end this suffering.
Alright, give you this shit. Also with negative levels, maybe I should just chill. Delay you for now. And delay you for now. And not that much to spam there. I think I got the Mass and Viz already off the way. God, I need them Diamond Dust for this too. Wait, yeah, looks like Diamond Dust is actually low. Then Restoration might not even go through really. 6. Well, there's gonna be enough for restorations, but not for everything else. I think I need to get more shit then. Let's see. So gotta be a slowdown. What else do we have there? Enchantments. The ray is kinda lethal. I could just invis on knock knock, but I'd rather get the perma invis on him really. There, let's go get some buffs in. Get some of that in.
Let us strike as one.
Let's see.
Tear them apart!
Should use this before. Fine. Get that going.
Knock-knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
That was still kinda scuffed. Getting borked sometimes there. Get the haste. Move forward a bit there. Alright, those bless on. Bless is still food there. Food there, and let's get blessed then. Alright, let's go.
Be easier if you not like that.
Alright, she think. You think we spank. Now let's see him. I'm gonna start spawning some more. Let's try to get some Isidaras in. This spawn maybe. Feels bad, Oracle. Feels bad.
Do not falter.
Okay, so this is the slam shit, right? That's not too bad though right now. When they spam it though, that becomes annoying. And now we don't care. They just go down. Yeah, that bite wasn't that good. It wasn't the best idea. So like if you go natural attack, I guess you have some downside, let's say. No, this one is easy, yeah. When you don't have the kills going on. A lot easier. Might as well, gonna probably be resting afterwards anyway. Here comes another one.
Onwards.
Oh, this gun doesn't matter. They AoE around anyway.
Bring it!
I mean, kineticist armor or something thingy. Yeah, don't want to do that, those bites there, lady. You rather don't do this. Whatever. Oh, you have that buff? Do they still have it? Or did they? It's whatever, gonna be resting after this anyway. Doesn't really matter much.
Stay behind me.
think they had inspired greatness. I don't think they had a good hope there. Hey, dear ballista, hello. Yo, them on. Heals bud. Heals bud. Happens though. Been there. So been there, done that. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Tear them apart!
Okay, stop with that shit. Stop hitting. I'll do that later. And do a little bit of vanish there. Fine, just 3 then.
Let us strike as one!
Peter, but it's a see. Doesn't sound good. I hope nothing serious though.
Knock knock used to lighting enemies on fire first.
They go down!
Hopefully no big deal. Nice cleave there.
Do not falter!
Peter, who is this say? Gotta find some positive sides everywhere. That is a good approach.
Onwards!
That's a good approach.
Come here, Bax. Knock knock stabbing.
Yeah, there was at least 4. Might be more, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I guess I just roll with it. It's 3. Maybe there's a point. I had liquid wind elementals, a bunch of them. That was random encounter with when you just stay there in the middle as a group and they all start doing all this spinny shit. That was something. That was something. So you get AoE'd by that shit all the time. By a whole bunch of them. That was interesting.
Stay behind me!
But I got it though.
Which knife to use? Huh.
Alright.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Without a doubt.
The energy protections, yeah. If you use some of that, that is indeed something. Is it actually wind protection?
Right here, my friend.
It probably is, right? Maybe it's sonic there. Yeah, I thought there was no wind, because they're not electricity for sure. No, those weren't electricity. That was the wind guys. they were doing like whirlwind thingies. So I'm not sure if you can. That might be not elemental damage, yeah.
I can see.
That might be just not elemental. Alright, this also shouldn't really be the final bit yet. This looks sus. It's sus. It's not sus. Alright, time for some recovering. I think it's kind of like their side. That might be where we leave, so... chill underwater here. Seems like a beautiful spot. Very comfy to sleep like that.
There must have been many others of your faith at the Academy.
You'd be surprised, but no. It's called the Academy of Grand Arts, but the Goddess of Beauty isn't widely honored there. Callistria and Desna are much more common.
Desna was off? Callistria for Academy of Arts sounds kinda interesting. Well, they're like just a bunch of bitches then. Let's see how it is.
Confide in me.
Finally get rid of this trash. Now we are talking. Any little months? The fear aura time.
I'm listening.
Didn't I have the fear removal stuff? There's the penalty attack roll, saving throw skill checks.
How may I help?
Just letting the ink dry.
She cast that before, probably. I got it, but whatever. That's all. We still get it anyway. You sound pretty low. Now we do, man. The dim light unable to disperse deep shadows in the corners of the dark hole. You see a tall, angular figure. It's a giant with a parchment-thin skin, clad in ancient clothes. Yet he pays you no notice. He's studying a glowing vessel cradled in his hands.
He is here, Master. He came, O great Vordakai.
Fucking come in. She turns to you and your attention is immediately drawn to the single eye in the center of its dried and dead face. Rather iridescent, a ball of dark shades shimmering within the Cyclops' empty eye socket like abyssal fire. The center of the sphere is a spark of ominous red that seems to cut into you.
An interruption?
Issues a voice.
So, what disturbs my meditation?
See, alright.
I was pondering what to do with this pathetic creature, Nagar Varn. This fool dared to claim the lands that belong to me. Can you see his soul? This emptiness of this vessel is all he rules now. The same fate awaits you. I kept Magar's body because I thought he might prove a servant. But no, your corpse kneeling before me will be of more use.
Così sempre say. Unlucky, unlucky. Did not get any rest since. Probably should at some point, man. Came to cleanse these lands.
The real evil comes from lesser races such as yours. Corpse flies that feed on my ancestral lands. I've already begun purging the empire of your kind, and you will watch as I extinguish each one by one.
Gorum!
How about a Noam? A Raven. So he's a Lich Reflectory or something. Some of it. Some kind. And the bird, I wonder.
Let us strike as one.
A bird not been inspected. I can't hit it though yet. Or I can reach yet at least to hit.
Do not falter.
CXer, I say. That indeed sounds more reasonable. A bone shutter. That kinda hurts.
Bring it!
Okay, precast some buffs, but whatever. I have a feeling there's gonna be some fiesta going on. So we'll see. I should get the permanent one. Yeah, regular one is kind of pointless. Let's do this. Let's prepare our raiders to death.
Not used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Get some gotcha leech there.
Onwards.
Yeah, bully the bird.
Protect me, please.
That's some fingering of death there. The fingering of death. I get you some. Just a little bit. That ain't much. Fucking gushy sounds, man. Can bring her back actually, so that's fine. Poof. Monka is.
Enough, Mordecai. Come face your death. I'm the one who will sentence you. From a relic of a crumbled empire, a relic I steal.
Yeah, Monka is.
Curse you, Mordecai. Blinded by your faded power, I take your sight. Curse you, Mordecai. Thriving in your blind arrogance, I claim your eye.
Son, yoink.
I must take it. Forgive me.
Gotta fight it.
I cannot. It is not my will, but I am bound by a force greater than my own, and I must bring them the Oculus. But I can destroy it. The one who can't see evil will smite an entity that tempts others. The messenger of good, deprived of sunlight, gains the power to dispel the darkness. Gah! Dawnflower, healing light! Merciful Sarenrae, your servant and champion calls for you. Grant me the power to remove the last obstacle on the path of salvation. Grant me the courage to spare the world from the abomination that threatens it.
Light blazes through the tomb. He said, "Can become a flame with sunlight." Covers his eyes and his palms and utters a blood-curdling scream. Incense from his face, Christian slants his heel downward, shattering the oculus of Abaddon beneath his weight.
Oh, Sarenrae, the price of faith is high. I shall never see your sacred light again. The end of this nightmare. I'll accept punishment, any punishment, just to have it end. Only one last shackle remains, and this is done.
Turns and vanishes into the portal.
Oh, my sight, my eye, my gift from the depth of Abaddon. It's gone, stolen. Thieves, maggots, wretched, pathetic creatures. I'll slay you. I'll slay you all.
He mad, God, now we're working because of that shit too. Bruh, fuck off, man.
Be easier if you not fight back.
Alright, good there.
Stay behind me.
Fuck are you, bird?
I should withdraw for a time.
He's still standing though, don't you worry. It will be all good. Okay, that's not a lot of damage for this. He also had... that's probably not gonna hurt, or not gonna help really with her. Since it's only spells. I guess it doesn't really help against that. But what I can do is to waste all my turn probably, right? There we go. It's time to show him as the boss of this gym. Bring it, knock knock. Ah, different order. That's bad. I'm gonna finger Lindsay again. Stop. Oh, time to pay for your sins there.
Come already, man. Serve your master one last time.
Ah, I see. A stone floor with a hollow, tolling sound and rolls right to your feet.
After all I've done, after all I've achieved, after all the trials, still I fell, and to what? To a pathetic thing like you. Worthless creature, proud in your ignorance. Do you even realize what you've done? You've doomed Mordecai to oblivion and all the power and secrets of the greatest empire ever known.
Open up your soul to everybody, and Tristan put upon you struck your very essence.
You dare pronounce judgment on me? Oh, there is truth in your words. Curses strike harder if you empower them with the piece of the essence of the one being cursed. And I put my very self in my name. The name of a ruler and a vanquisher. The name I was cursed with. I was blind back then. More blind than I am now. and I lost the greatest gift I ever received from my patrons, the demons. Will I have to pay for such negligence?
Which empire talking about?
About the one that flourished in this world long before you came.
Who?
About the one that in its greatness outshined everything ever created by mortals since the beginning of time. About the Empire, whose last remaining son, Great Mordecai, was destined to restore. We brought an era of enlightenment and prosperity to this primitive
Who is he talking
world.
to?
We created masterpieces, ones your kind cannot even fathom. I was
Yeah, the modern art.
shaped
You
this
just cannot fathom
thriving
that.
empire, and the one who was going to release it from the prison of time. But then you came and shattered any hope of reviving the greatest civilization of this world.
Just a bunch of undead. Doesn't sound very good.
What is the blood of mortals in comparison to the greatness of the empire that rises above it? You will never see it. You don't even realize what your sidekick stole. The Oculus of Abaddon is not some eye. It's a dark creation having tremendous power, given to me by the mercy of a horseman of the apocalypse. The Oculus is capable of seeing the unseen, revealing the future to its holder, and dominating over mere mortals. Your pathetic settlement was so close to sharing the fate of Varnhold. Vermin, who came to my lands, who raked the land with their plows, pierced it with stakes to build their miserable shacks, desecrated the sacred tombs. First, they tore my lands from me, then broke into my sanctum and stole what was mine. I was enraged when I awakened, but the Oculus of Abaddon gave me the answers I needed. It calmed me, focused me. It was powerful enough to seize control over all who lived in that wretched settlement. They came to me, one by one, to be slaughtered. I fed upon their minds to make sense of this renewed world. The thoughts they held were enough for me to conclude the world is ready for my return. The world needs my return.
Mordecai 2024.
You look at me as if I committed some blasphemy. Hardly. They defiled my lands, so I defiled them in turn. Although I didn't want to limit my revenge. Their souls await fate inside the same jars as does the soul of their arrogant leader.
I mean, she kind of stirred everything, eh? She kind of stirred the shit, seems like. Prison, the soul flies up in a flash of light and rushes towards the lifeless body of Migger Warren. The light of the released soul of Mordecai collapses on the floor and falls still. As you watch, cracks begin to worm through his dried body and his bones begin to crumble. Powerful enchantments that held his life within its shell lose their battle with time. In moments, Mordecai is dust. Hey, Cena. Evil Chew is amazing. I see.
Head down. Move quiet. Ready to stab.
Hey, dust. Where's the dust? I demand the dust.
What troubles you?
The fact that you almost dead there. Not very nice. The critical wounds one, I see. Alright, some loot, some loot. Let's get all the loot first. Some Nippon still there. Let's see. Where am I? How did I get here? I was in a state of shock. It looks like he needs some time to come to his senses. Nice, so we just peace out, leaving him here. Just letting him come to his senses. Wonka is. Transparent gleaming vessels are tightly sealed with some substance that looks like black wax. Arcane symbols are ancient each seal. Let's hold all the citizens. Numerous transparent jars radiate warmth, and each emits a slight vibration. The glimmer of light beats against the glass within every vessel, an imprisoned soul of a living creature. Search for an answer to the mystery of Arnhold was coming to an end. After learning of the horrible fate that befell the poor citizens of Arnhold, we headed to the final destination of our trip, a dark chamber hidden behind Mordecai's throne room. As soon as we crossed the threshold, we froze, breathless. The dark hall before us was filled with gleaming transparent vessels. The shimmering light of the souls imprisoned there dispersed the gloomy darkness of the tomb. Liquid shadows danced and twisted on the stone walls with every move of those bright little sparks as they beat against the interiors of their elegant, translucent prisons. And what did the Baron do when he saw the cruel fate of Arnhold's citizens? Well, we're gonna get them free. The soul jars to be moved into the city where the rare merchandise would be sold in secret to them, son. Alright. Sell some souls. Upon breaking the first jar, a bright flash of light heralded that the imprisoned soul had regained its freedom. A bright spark flew in an arc over our heads and settled on the floor, and then, well, even my talent as a writer can't do justice to what we saw then. Then the freed soul was resurrected. In a heartbeat, on the spot where the spark landed, the man clad in dusty peasant clothes appeared, an expression of utter shock on his face. Poor man was terrified when he came to his senses after the nightmare, only to find himself in the middle of an ancient tomb. It took no effort at all to free the others. With each new crash of shattered glass, new people appeared around us. Guards, fishermen, mothers, their children, farmers, drunkards, grumpy grannies, groaning gossipers. Long story short, all the people who'd been abducted by the Oculus of Abaddon had returned, and if only shattering kitchenware always brought such joy and goodness. Alternating between lamenting, crying, and yelling for joy, the crowd headed for the tomb's exit. I followed after them, finishing yet another chapter of our heroic chronicle. What happened to the barbarians, though? They weren't like a side quest, I think, right? They just kinda... They were just kinda there. Christian used the same portal, I see. So Christian also subbed to her OnlyFans. I'll see how it is. Another victim. Your grace, gods be praised, our savior rescued us. Not just me, but my people as well. Whatever can I do to show you my gratitude? Your pauses for a moment as if lost in thought, then grunts. Too bad Cephal didn't live to see this moment. And Gunderson, he wasn't a bad sort, just impulsive. We'll mourn them, mourn all who'd lost their lives because of Mordecai. And then... Oh, sure I met your mage there. See your attention, your grace. By the depth of blood, the Varnhold and I now serve you. The cowards from the north didn't lift a finger to help me when I was in need, and so I offer my sword to the one who will. I'll head to your castle and wait for you there. My deputy will rule in Varnhold. I'll appoint someone trustworthy, don't worry about that. Better the effects. Pog.
I can see my destination.
The voluntary annexation. Okay, so there is something I haven't opened yet. I'm not sure if I'm like in a great spot right now to go open that shit, but I'm gonna go check. I'm gonna check what happened to the barbarians. Supposed to kill the demon there. Oh, can I actually, even though? That's the real question, because I think I can't. Or, wait a second, no. Through here. I can kill the demon. They couldn't tell them anything. It did, Steve. Oh, was good. No, boss fight was easy. That one actually was way easier than some other fights here. I thought Rishian was PP ago, of course, but the rest was fine.
I can see my destination.
I guess Dryad in general, they made Gunderson. He made Gunderson to set his foot here to wake up Mordecai, make him mad, and then manage somehow to get Tristan to sub to her OnlyFans too, and then got him to yoink the shit for her. And even though like he wasn't completely like, I was like saying something about breaking it. I'm not sure if he did actually break it though. He sure did piece the fuck out. And lost his eyesight, it seems like, in process too.
Without a doubt.
Okay, yeah, that's more fun here. Iron Golems, I mean... Let's see. Is the part why he did try to break it? Wait, how so? Which one?
I am your shield.
Running won't help you!
Oh, there was something highlighted in the bunker. Oh, is it? I didn't notice. Well, I mean, yeah, maybe I was just skipping that stuff. It's still kind of doable, though. Probably. Probably. Actually, maybe not. Oh, yeah, there it is. Ah, yeah, maybe they're not being highlighted now, though. That's the problem there. Come for the Iron Golems there. I mean, it says about the force and everything. Ah, okay, I see. I see, alright. Makes sense then. I still have some buffs, and well, I mean, golems will be annoying though, I remember them. I still have a lot of costs, so maybe it won't be too bad, huh? It will be quite bad, alright. They get the haste trigger. Gold golem triggering hit, I guess, or something. Oof. Alright, knock, relax. See what happens. They get through my defenses easily, that will be a bit painful. Yeah, they're gonna be getting through them quite easy. Time for blur. Oh, time for a dead blur.
Bring it! Look at me, Gora!
Okay, if you will continue with that, that will be not too bad. Oh, that's the big boy there, the golden golem.
Do not falter.
Bro, what is this? Valerie. The fuck was that?
Come here, Bax. Not stab you.
Yeah, some Giga unlucky. Let's see. Oh, you lost the permanent invis. Ah, come on, my charges are over too. This is slow. I think I can blur here though. Guess we will need to think somehow here before Lindsay dies because she's too close now. Okay, so spells don't really work that well here, seems like. So I think we go for some buffs instead. Oh, here comes that. Bruh. Here comes the other boy. Alright, get this one since he can reach anyway. I can smack that shit. And bite that shit too. Prismatic survey. What the fuck did happen there? Oh, you gonna kill him? Oh, knock his ass.
Nice to use this.
Oof. That's not that good on Valerie, I feel. Same as Knock Knock. Do golems have bones? They don't. Alright. Not surprised. But I had to try.
They go down.
This isn't the same dungeon, Luigi. You just need to return and explore a bit, or even bite was 10. Damn, son. She big, yeah? The fuck was that? Prismatic surges there. Alright. We see that anyway, though. That's about annoying golems, man.
Lighting enemies on fire first.
That is a lot of negative shit right now. Going back home will be very fun. Tell you that.
Anything is possible. Anything else?
Not a dueling sword, huh? These are some interesting golems, not gonna lie.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Alright, 5, 2. I think time for you to chug some potions, my friend. And not to die all of a sudden. Where was it there? Like, not much. Not much at all. Does not remove this one. Yeah, it does, alright. +1. Damn, son. Always has something. Better than nothing.
I need to concentrate.
Looks like there is something else.
I can see my destination.
Any perception endures? No? It looks like big sus. I just haven't checked that area there. Could be the case. Alright, let's see. Need to buy a lot of restoration potions and need to get home with all this shit now. That's gonna be an interesting adventure too. With no heal or anything. I guess I'm gonna rest pretty fast now though. Very soon. Okay, I don't think there is a point going back up, but I want to check what happened with barbarians, so I'm gonna see if they're still there. Now, can you get through the labyrinth without my guidance? Oh, the pathfinding in Pathfinder actually kind of works so far. I will see if it will work till the end. It usually kind of works fine unless there is a door that is closed or something. Then they go PP again. And let's see. I have the retreat also. I mean, I have haste, I think, still too.
Wrote it like I
Yeah.
saw it.
I have haste on
Keep your
you.
wits about
I
you.
do. And you didn't get the buff anyway, so. Better. I just wanted to use it to run faster.
I can see
Yeah, can you even get up here? I'm not sure about that. Yeah, that's where we drop down, actually. Yeah, that's the area. Oh, we can actually. Good, good, good. Oh, that's a regular two-hander with full plate. So we're already over-cucumbered anyway. Enough of that. Could get some of this. But it's still not going to be enough probably, so whatever, let's go. Sure. I'm not sure what happened to the barbarians here, so I'm about to find out. And I don't think I can leave from here either. This door was closed after me, unless it's open now. Stats actually drop below 1. I think you get the 0 below 0 and you're gone. From, I think, like pretty much all of the stats.
without a doubt.
Yeah, you just die. Or I think if your level is going too low. Only soul eaters with the wisdom suction were just killing you basically. And draining that wisdom. Wait, they were there? No. It's dead in here even. Wait, where were they? There? Oh, maybe there actually, yeah. I'm not charismatic enough and you just die, yeah. Dies of cringe. Dies of lack of charisma. Let's see this one then. Yeah, they should be there, I think. Or was it just a... No. No, wait, actually, no. Not here. Way earlier. Oh, this one, I think, yeah. Next. Next turn. Oh, and this is where it jumped down. Can you even jump up, though? That's the real question. Because I don't think so, right? Huh?
I
Go up.
did it. I did.
No, it shows that we can exit, actually. And this is the plebe killed, or was the plebe killed? He gone. I guess they also gone, probably. No, they still chilling here. The guy is okay. The chaotic good demon is dead. Like, we killed everything here. Why is chaotic good here? Alright, sure, fine. Free at last. This is chaotic good. Literally like, cleanse the whole tomb here. What's chaotic about it? You can leave something for me, huh? I can understand if I would make them kinda like fight their way out or something, and they would potentially die somewhere. But I cleansed the whole dungeon, so what's chaotic with that? Doesn't sound much chaotic. What would be the other way to do it properly? Like it's either chaotic you let them, chaotic you kill them, or you just say hold on, I need to deal with some stuff. Interesting selection of outcomes. This kind of sauce here too.
I will guide.
Oh, this kind of sauce because I haven't checked, I guess, maybe. That looks like some higher level there. Can even get up from here. Oh yeah, this way back then. Oh yeah, I see. I think maybe where it was. This one maybe. Not sure. Not sure.
Focus on the goal.
Maybe there was someone else around here somewhere. Fine, get out. Get out of this dungeon already. I'm gonna wrap the chapter up.
I can see my destination.
Nothing here. We'll wrap it up and start another one. The water here is a bit weird.
That was easy.
It's a good thing it was easy. With all your constitution right now, that wouldn't be very nice. This dungeon indeed ended up being quite a fiesta. A lot of fighting, a lot of cursing, a lot of level losing. Nice, they did open this for me. Nice. I got athletics check back also with extra XP. Damn son. Well, here it comes. No, not that bad. Not that bad. Drop this shit and I drop one of the... These cost more. Baby reach. My body, my body. Literally throwing money away. I think I'll need to rest very soon. We're gonna have some fun traveling now.
The ancient evil was defeated.
Unless we
the
teleport.
Dead tyrant Mordecai wouldn't be
Probably
threatening
not.
us or anyone else any longer. Alas, our friend revealed himself to be an enemy. How could you, Tristan? We trusted you.
I was way too nice. I was way too nice. I was sus. That is always sus. Adorations. Go hunt.
Hey, Amiri. What are you thinking about?
I'm thinking, if you tear off a halfling's legs, would she be a quarterling?
Damn son. With the burn. Didn't you rest properly even? Weakened by SMH. Hey, I don't even have any restoration now too. Fun times, huh?
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Oh, the guy's gonna be resting a lot,
There's a
seems like
female
now.
back at the barbarian camp. Strange. Smells funny. Walks funny. As if broken.
I didn't like that witch either. I don't care what she smells like, but I don't trust those who hide their faces.
Basically, I didn't go that well for him. There's gonna be a lot of resting. A lot of it.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
The visitor is still waiting at the castle. Well, they're gonna wait for a while. To get to the trader. That will take some time. Should be moving faster soon though, at least, so that's something.
Half-shanks mix words worse than long-shanks. But I won't help you with your writing, Lindsay. Not even if you ask.
Oh, thank you, merciful Shaylin.
Goblin loves Lindsay. Don't give Rule 34 artists ideas. But they probably already got those, huh?
I must replenish my powers.
They probably already got those, huh?
Haven't sacrificed anything to Mother in a long time. Need to find someone special. If Lindsay disappears, everyone notices. Shame. Would make great sacrifice.
Unlucky. Had those sacrifices, huh? Alright, speed gonna return soon. Just need to get there. At least you're gonna rest a bit more rare after that. There we go. Rest a bit more though.
Doesn't give voice to simple critters. Gives fangs. Gives talons. Gives extra limbs. But not voice.
You mean that winged rat in Varnhold? Just forget it. Should have kicked the life out of it when we had a chance.
The exhaustion mechanic. I mean, it's intended, so why not? You get to listen to some dialogue and everything. Just adjust your stats. Don't really get exhausted much. And don't carry a lot of loot. Easy. Easy.
I must replenish my powers.
The crushing defeat of the Bandit King and his countless forces. A mighty troll empire invading the kobolds. Disease. Conquering half of the world. And now this. I won't even have to make anything up.
Better just make up. Don't write about us. Me ever.
Sure. A very private person, yeah. Doesn't need all of this fanfics and stuff. And not his jam. No enemies, please, yeah.
I'm hungry.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Knock Knock is anonymous. Monka is the legendary.
I'm up for an adventure.
Should be a little bit faster at least. Sell the loot, then we peace out. At the body. Could be, you never know. It's very stealthy, so you will never know. Arcane Enforcer, the royal gift there. Great access, that don't really care too much. That's already fine. Some full plates. So I need to check, someone could use that. A blade guard. That one I can sell, I guess. This one, Shroud of Abaddon. It's to resistance bonus, not saving throws. Not bad, not bad. Natural armor, mental perfection, all mental ability scores. That's pretty good. Have to become mental. Big stonks. Run back. Quality of life improvements. I mean, depends what you assume is the quality of life improvements. Pretty sure they didn't remove the exhaustion mechanic. Probably not really. Alright. Let's see.
I must replenish my powers.
Is the rest in the lake? Why not?
So here's what we got so far. Today, Amiri killed 10 kobolds, a troll, a hoe dog, and more goblins than the fingers on 2 hands can count. You know, I don't think our readers are going to believe all this.
But it's the truth! I can cut them all down easy. Just need to find them.
Cease the USA. Unlucky, unlucky. Then it's time to return to the grind and everything. Back to the other games though. Back to the other games. Now we have a lot of time to move around them with no problems. Grace, give my intrusion. Matter that demands your urgent attention. Right now, in the mid-Bilavara, the bard from Pitax is singing in the middle of our main square, and her songs are seditious to say the least. Oh, that's the one that was on the hunt. And the mid again. The most talented bards of Pitax. More importantly, she's one of King Roveri's most favorite singers. Anything she sings almost certainly promotes his agenda. Alright, sure. She's singing there. Charming bar from Pitak stand before you with the loot in her hands, surrounded by a crowd of capital citizens. The moment she notices you and blows you a kiss. She don't get involved. Eager to continue her show. Grace, it's such a pleasure to see you. It's a beautiful day, and I've decided to add to it with a pinch of poetry. Sure, beloved, I'm so happy to see you here, but why your song is so cruel? Charming and Ahmed might wish to tell Baron what kind of so-called art she's chosen to entertain his subjects with. Her first song, she praised King Yeroveri, and the second song was about a certain lady from Restov who fostered a street pup dressed in lace and velvet and trained it to mimic the manners of court. Find these allusions inappropriate and offensive. Let's go with neutral. And what a respectful. You're better, and I'm just a humble bard, and my songs are just an innocent way to make people smile, lighten the moods. Though if someone feels offended by my show, that someone can always demand satisfaction from me at the Rushlight tournament in Pitax. It's not as competition, words against words, talent against talent. That's the place where one may demonstrate his or her prowess. And is that the stuff? I did not know, is one of the greatest Pitaxian traditions. Since every few years the king announces the date of the tournament to greet guests from all around the river kingdoms on the banks of the Rushlight River. Whole day of the tournament is full of mirth and the spirit of competition. Everyone has a chance to prove themselves, fighters, archers, singers, storytellers, and even fans of strong drinks. Drinking competition is an important part of the program. It'll be my pleasure to visit. Very will be happy to hear this. See you in Pitax then, your grace. Gives you a teasing glance from other eyelashes, and then she bows and leaves. Alright, sure. Never really see much action there, but I guess. I didn't see a lot of people also listening to the performance. Yeah, but I guess.
I can see my destination.
Alright, more Fiesta. Yeah, the side that guy was in tavern, I think. Can turn that one into. Can turn that one into. Grace, we need to head to Brevo immediately. Sword Lord Jamandi requires their help in fighting off a sudden attack on Roseland. Treacherous invasion of barbarians has caught the Sword Lords off guard and is presently on the skirmishes, but very soon there will be a major battle in the Glenebon uplands. Restov is calling for help, and I trust he won't turn you back on your old allies when they need you aid more than ever. There's one more thing, I'm afraid the bloom is back, your grace. Monsters have started appearing in the barony again. Fortunately, they've been spotted on the near Candlemere Lake. Of course, this is highly disturbing, but my baron, without immediate action on our part, the Sword Lords may be defeated. What's going on? Long ago, a bright flash was spotted in the center of the island. After that, monsters started to appear in the area, attacking fishermen and travelers. Someone should travel to Candlemere and discover what these monsters are coming from and why. Didn't we already deal with the middle of Candlemere there? I guess the dude we left there to oversee that place wasn't very effective, It's happening in Brevoy. Killed barbarians, your grace, a Tiger Lord's tribe, and they sometimes serve as mercenaries in the river kingdoms. Not long ago, a new chieftain rose among them and inspired the tribe to conquer new lands. His name is Armagh the Twiceborn, and it said his tribe honor him as a living legend. And looks like Brevoy became his first target, the Roseland to be more specific. Tiger Lords, so they decided to come to fight. I've heard my former tribe is with them now, hiding from the evil spirit that haunts them. Bet the Tiger Lords brought the cowardly warrens here with them. If so, I'll give them what they deserve. Shakes her head as if trying to cast off something unpleasant, then she glares at you, but her words are carefully controlled. I wanted to say, chieftain, we need to go there, and we need to hurry. I'm going now, and to scout around, maybe find some help. Come with me, or else we'll live to see this Armagh smash the Brevens and come knocking at our main gate. That's true. Sure. Raise our hand as if trying to stop you. Easy. If we go in a huge group, there's no way we can scout unnoticed. In short, I go first to see the numbers, maybe smash several heads. You come join me later. Just don't make me wait too long or I'll kick all their asses without you. Alright, let's see. Sure. So the boss is head before you. And one last thing, Your Grace. Now in this darkest hour, I must hurry to help my countrymen. I'm heading to Roastland immediately to join the Sword Lords. I hope we'll meet again and in this world. I'll see. Do we need to pick someone who will go to Candlemere now? Grace, I came to say farewell. At last I must return to my homeland. I have responsibilities as a family head. And thank you for everything you've done for me. Take care of yourself. No, I didn't even tell you anything yet about your brother, but I guess. He appears in the doorway, loudly shouting down the corridor and trying to block a visitor's way. However, they don't budge, and finally the priest is pushed backwards into the room, shouting all the while. Now wait, go away, I'm telling you. The Baron isn't seeing anyone. He's busy and isn't here. Yes. I give me respect to the harem, but I must speak to the Baron. Your Grace, my name is Rudrin of the Skiegi clan, and I've come to beg your help. My kin are in grave. I'll see. Grim interrupts her with indignation. How do you know my name? I was told of you by a leader, the revered Jarmold, and Torag's paladin. He's hoping to meet you in person. He has so many questions for you. The dwarf who rejected Torag became a priest of Grotus and now sits in an important position at the court of a baron. Such tales are rare. He's exploding with red and white spots, he furiously grabs his beard. Torag's paladin, and he wants to talk to me. What impudence, what shameless, brazen, although, you know, perhaps we should help them. I want to see this paladin with my own eyes, and the trap he walked his congregation into. Thank you, spoiler guard saying her, nice. Not this trouble. Ages ago, our ancestors, together with the other clans, built a road here, and the chain of fortresses along it. Unfortunately, they were forced to leave these lands. But now that you've established order here, we decided to return to rekindle our clan's legacy. We found the entrance to the adamantine shield fortress, but when we tried to enter, Red winces and touches her bandaged arm. Our ancestors left, they charmed the gate and the fortress and locked it with a key, which has long been kept safe by our clan as a relic. We brought it with us, but when we inserted it into lock and turn, something incredible happened. The gate fell to ashes, and we saw that the lock was upon the chest of a huge golem, which attacked us immediately. Sure, the creator of this golem prayed devoutly to Torag while he made it, never thinking for a moment that this piece of iron might someday turn on his own. How dwarvish. Managed to hide up on a hill, but we'd backed ourselves into a trap. A golem just stood below, waiting for us to come down. Two of us sacrificed their lives, distracting it to give me a chance to escape and find help. Please save them, you are our only hope. Sure, why not? Thank you, Grace. The Skiegi clan knows you. Here's a map, and shows where to find the fortress. I would ask you if you go to help them, take me with you. I know it's fully to gloat, but I would see with my own eyes our proud guests from the Five King Mountains caught in such a mess. And then send them home with my own tongue. I hope you will allow me this small pleasure. Grace, I must warn you, this is no ordinary golem. He's made of adamantine. He's almost impossible to destroy even with magical weapons. But if you wear it out for long enough in battle, it will collapse for a while to restore his strength. At that moment, you'll need to pull the key from his chest. If I know anything about mechanics, that should switch it off. Spoilers! And if you don't, Harim's gloomy question hovers unanswered in the silence. Okay, more. The Jubilost. Amazing, you managed to save your barony from an invasion of monsters from the First World, but you are not able to protect from attention of the First World's more powerful denizens. Believe it or not, but Champions Club has been chosen as the next location for the inconsequent debates. What the fuck is that? Curious phenomenon that isn't very well known. They say it's based on the bet made by the eldest, the rulers of the First World. Quite a long time ago, one day one of them sent a delegation of Fae to Galarian. They announced where the competition would take place. Don't let the name fool you, it's anything but debates. The contest begins as soon as they have enough participants. The contest and the reward are different every time, although every time is a stretch. Only 3 such occasions are known over thousands of years. Anyway, it happened again. And this time the reward is a chance to ask any question whatsoever of the host, the competition's mastermind. This creature, however it is, speaks on behalf of the eldest. Do you see why we can't miss such a chance? Tell me. Just think, we have an opportunity to ask a question of the host, the messenger of the self-appointed deities of the First World, and demand an answer. The gnomes originally ventured from the First World and lost their immortality because of it, and received our curse in exchange, the bleaching. No one has discovered the reasons for it, and none can stave off its consequences. What if we managed to win the competition? I think there was a book about this one, right? Was it? Physical decolorization and aging of a gnome and is caused by a lack of exposure to new and exciting experiences. The bleaching of color is accompanied by a psychological decline, first into depression and apathy, and eventually into madness and death. Gnome efforts to fend off the bleaching only serve to fuel the racial curiosity and whimsy, giving it somewhat of a manic edge. Some claim that the bleaching is a result of the gnomes leaving the First World thousands of years ago. Rare gnomes survive the bleaching and develop an enigmatic wisdom and connection to the natural world, earning them the name Bleachlings. Oh, see. Never know what mad ideas the Fae might have cooked up. I only know one condition. Only teams of 3 are allowed to participate. I think we should take as our third. I think we should take Lindsay. And something tells me a Fae are not likely to hold competitions in rope pulling or beer drinking. But the skills of a bard might come in handy. Besides, we should give the young lady a chance to channel some of that energy. Anticipating be dangerous. Considering that the Fae are involved, absolutely. But if the chronicles are true, no one has died in any previous debate. Sure. I'll mark the spot on the map where the competition will take place. Sooner we arrive there, the better. The Fae lords won't wait forever. It's been a while since we appeared, seems like. A lot of shit going on. Agrees and calls politely. The goblin, the one you found, has asked to see you. Claims you're in need of training. I think he's rather in need of a bath. Several. Think we should return the favor. Sure. Cox tries in as best as his short legs can manage. Then his gait slows, then stops as he takes in the throne room. His eyes and ears swivel independently, as if trying to take every direction in it and at once. Scanning the area around him, he looks upward and squints as if it's certain if there is a ceiling above him or not. Stands still, swaying slightly, eyes affixed on the ceiling. Others in the throne room are disdainfully silent. Some wrinkle their nose and take a step back. Some of the guards' hands fall to the hilt of their blades. Canuck's head snaps down, then seeing you, he gives a sickly grin, his eyes gleaming. Sidekick, almost didn't see among all Longshanks. Frowns at your throne, and then cocks his head confused. Why in my chair? There's a light chuckle from someone in the room, quickly silenced. Go well to find way here. Now glances around. Now here to take rightful place, be a hero, and show you how to be a hero. Nods sharply and hooks his fingers in his belt. Can help, like before, side by side. Big hero, points to himself, and not big hero, he pauses. You needed them. Can you help? Should your grace, if you are considering accepting assistance from this... Knock knock. Knock knock raps the ground with his heel twice for emphasis, then winces. Frowns deepens. If this knock knock truly wishes to be of help and is one goblins might listen to him, there have been sightings of goblins near Oleg's and possibly dispossessed by our recent encounter. Massacre, knock knock corrects brightly. Chop them all up except those who ran fast. You try probably have very long legs, very hard to catch. His eyes alight and he grins, but not for me, I can round them up. But, he frowns again, but unless they were still being chased, it's not like them to keep moving. Tires one out, they'd better stay in the capital, like knock knock, even if it smells bad here. Ah, yes, they have sent word of these goblins by courier, but he has been reluctant to leave in case they raid the post in his absence. Apparently they've been quite diligent in prying to raid his storeroom. If your goblin ally could deal with them... Sure, we'll do that. Nosden pauses as he sees you remaining seated. Do we go now? Alright, I guess. The part when I say. I'll pause and sees you remaining seated. Oh, okay. Things to attend to. Want to go quick. Goblins are not known for staying in the place for too long with Longshanks around them. Longshanks are good to go. Knock ready. Alright. Grace, forgive me for distracting you from important matters, but you're the only one who can talk some sense into these oddheads. Got an argument in the middle of the street. He yelled so much your subjects called the guards. But what can they do about Lady Valerie? Plus, Evilda hasn't done anything illegal. It's not like I can put them in jail. Okay, it's next to you. My own person, you agree. Seville the Silvertongue, who once served as a court bard at the best houses of Brevoy and has now traded in his golden cage for the free winds of travel, but I digress. This, so to speak, sweet lady insulted me, if you please, in front of my audience, and halted my performance and embarrassed me in front of the entire tavern. Will you please be so kind as to rein this lady in? Mary's apparently trying to control herself, but telltale red spots flare in her face. Notice that someone pinned a disgusting pasquinade next to the tavern entrance. Something about bright bird who lost its feathers. That's abominable insolence. Yes, I won't deny I'm guilty. I lost my temper, but who wouldn't have? And gasped with indignation. Is that so? I smothered this lady with exquisite compliments. I received only insults and jokes in return. Came to her with gifts, begging her to become the muse for my greatest work. I was ridiculed and sent away like a snotty boy. And now the moment I start to pursue my art away from this good lady, she seeks me out and says I'm guilty of spiteful slander. What shall I do? I'm but a slave to my inspiration, which is sent to me from above, and Nolt smooths down his hair nods. And while we're on the subject of my poetry, it's really not that bad. Did you really do it? He clasped his hand to his chest ostentatiously. Forgive me, and who would I be if I stooped to such low attacks? I won't deny that the cautionary tale of this lady could inspire me. And listen to this featherbrain. Of course, in the face of justice, he's ready to disown his own parents. If I'm allowed to continue, let me say what this pasquinade was devoted to. The sad position of the arts in these lands, forgive my frankness. Anyway, the good lady is unlikely to understand what allegory and poetic hyperbole are. I'll even try, your grace. I'm afraid even Abadar couldn't get to the bottom of this bowl of accusations. Another Pipiega bard. No. Sees mouth but says nothing. Finally, he starts enunciating words one by one. My only transgression is loyally serving my patroness, the beautiful Sheldon, who sends me inspiration and never hiding from this world a single word that's born in my heart. But since my honesty and openness are so offensive to this good lady, then so be it. I apologize for insulting you with all my heart. Purses her lips. She seems to want to reply to Evel's monologue, but in the end she changes her mind and just nods. That's nice. So let some steam off and work some things out. At least now I can let you go, hoping you won't scare our good people anymore. Her Grace, I'll go too, but please keep an eye on Valerie. I don't know what demon has got into her, but she's not herself lately. At first she just snapped, then she started getting into fights with everyone about stupid things, and now she's dragged this bard out of the tavern by his collar. Afraid it might come to real violence. What do you mean? Got defensive, can't say a word to her. Been careful around her since she... Captain runs a finger across his face meaningfully. Close to ordering my lads to keep an eye out for her in the streets to make the common people lives a little calmer. Valerie could hurt someone. Well, I wouldn't say that. The Valerie I used to know would never harm anyone without good reason, but the old Valerie seems to be gone, so I don't know what to expect from her. Thank you for bringing this to attention. If I were you, I would talk to the storyteller. One of my lads saw Valerie arguing with him. I have no idea how anyone can have a fight with such a harmless elf, but she did. Captain Bowles finishing the conversation. Fucking storyteller. And thus, despite our best efforts, the latest assault rolled through the barony like an invading empire. We did fight it off eventually, but at a cost. Let's prepare better next time. Fortunately, now is no time to rest. While everyone was preparing for the last attack, I was looking for a way to overcome the curse. Read some ancient books, talked to the locals, and then I had a word with our storyteller, and we decided that, well, he'll tell it better. Storyteller clears his throat. I'm a keeper of stories, Your Grace, and I have amassed a respectable collection over my long life. There are, of course, stories of curses among them, ancient and dark, having taken thousands of lives, destroyed kingdoms, and brought down... Well, our curse isn't exactly a real curse. I think there is someone specific behind these attacks. Oh, I'm sorry, realizing she interrupted the storyteller, Lindsay turns a bright red. What could it be? We don't know yet, but that part doesn't matter. Lindsay waves her hand carelessly. And what's important is that we are finally making some real progress. I would imagine that the person behind these attacks is someone harboring great evil against you and your barony. I would not be surprised if it's the same adversary who was behind the bloom. I agree. After the last attack, I got the feeling that the owlbears and manticores came here as a revenge for what we did to the ever-blooming flower. Must ready to repel the next one. That's exactly what we'll do. Sooner or later, the villain will show himself. Once he slips up, we can finally punish him for all the trouble he's caused. I'm sure he will know our foe's face soon enough. Repelled his attacks 3 times now. He must be reaching the limits of his patience, so he won't get away with this forever. And another one. Hey, just don't stop coming. Okay, Vulcan got us some new stuff. Thank you. Sure. Dwarf also probably. No? Oh, Dwarf yet then. Poor half-elf. A tight-fitting leather outfit is full of patches and large, mean-looking blade rest in her hip. Tattoo adorns the woman's neck. On behalf of the simple folk of Warnhold, I greet you. My name is Tirval, and I'm here to represent our community, to present you with a token of our loyalty and to humbly beg your help. I'll find a wrapped parcel to you. I personally vouch for its quality. I made it with my own hands, every stitch and cut. I hope you like it. Scorpion's hatred. We ask you to let Warnhold assemble a militia of her own. Many of the locals are eager to keep watch and defend their homes with weapons in hand, especially so after the... well, you understand. Your Grace took care to send guards to Warnhold, and I'm grateful for that. However, townsfolk would sleep better knowing that you've let us take the protection of our children and elders into our own hands. I understand that this would require an investment from you, but we will not remain in your debt for long. There is a workshop where I can work leather. I'd be more than happy to make all manner of things for you. I used to make a living as a tanner back in Daggermark. Sure. I keep it short. I come from a long way from here. Daggermark, that is. We've never had too much in the way of law, but we always had order. It just wasn't the guard that looked after it. It was the local bandits. Every village, every quarter, they all had a gang of their own. They never touched anyone except other gangsters that came by. They were just like the guard, you see, even though no one ever gave them any authority. And if you don't have the authority and you carry a blade, well, then you're a bandit. Send your guard to Warnhold, but firstly, there are strangers here. Second, they're not your best people. Think about it. Who would ever want to get posted all the way down here? So that's why there's so many guards there and so little order. As for us, we know the people we are dealing with, and we can tell the real thug from the harmless drunk who likes to tie one on and wave his fists around. Who to watch because he's a dangerous fool, and who to watch because he's an eager fool. Long story short, we've got our ways, so that's why I'm asking for your permission and your help. We want to bring a few brave and quick-witted folks together and do everything by the book. A little better of other things, huh? Oh yes, I'm a master leather worker after all. Armor, boots, I make it all. I just can't find a proper place to practice my craft. If you help me with that, I can work for you. But only if you satisfy my request and help us organize a militia. Sure, why not? Thank you, Your Grace. Hope to hear from you soon. There's on another one.
Meanwhile, barbarian hordes had been gathering near Brevoy's borders. We had a difficult choice to make. Was it more important to chase a traitor, or to fulfill our duty as allies?
See that what I say, huh? The not working mood, Well, I mean, if you can afford the not working mood, then why not? Why not? Then why not, But only if you can afford that, though. Otherwise, might end up not very good, you know. Gotta survive until the vacation comes up, actually.
Focus on the goal.
Okay, the Lost Brother got failed. Nice. So it couldn't even report that quest. Nice time limits, dude. I have delivered the sad news to his brother. Yeah, and his brother just said no and left. Well, maybe it's better for him. He'll think everything's good. Maybe it's better for him not to know.
I will guide.
Maybe it's better for him to not know. Hold up him. With him there. The guard told me he had a fight with Valerie. He lowers his head sorrowfully. The last this is true. Believe me, I didn't want to fight, but my full curiosity wounded Valerie's pride. I will apologize to her the first chance I get. What was the fight about? Ask Valerie if she still had anything related to the Eternal Rose Order from back when she was a novice. Innocent question, but she took it as impudence or insult. Please don't blame her. I'm to blame for what happened. It's strange lately. What can I say? We are not that close. She has no interest in the things that matter to me, and I prefer the world of ancient heroes and old legends. Not the fuss that's all around us here and now, so I don't have an answer to your question. But I know that those who consider Valerie a close companion might be hurt by her words. Yesterday I talked to Lindsay, and when I mentioned Valerie, I heard sorrow and tears in her voice. Maybe the tireless chronicler is having a tough time for the very same reason that he honored me with your visit today. I'll see. Any good relics there? That was a lot of stuff there. Ah, the fallen soldier. See that, like I say. See. Doesn't sound too bad, at least. Doesn't sound like a lot of work, at least. So why not? Why not? Now the story. Damn cold of a dungeon, weapons clinking, I smell blood and soldier's footcloth. There is a dull pain in my muscles and a weariness. Endless weariness on the verge of desperation. I'm a Cyclops, a soldier of the 19th Unbending Legion of the Golgan Empire, who traveled the Darklands with the mission of clearing the middle levels of the southwest sector of Serpentfolk. Over the course of the mission, we've lost a third of our contingent. Our rations run low and our morale lower. The Lost Kingdom of Golgan is an ancient Cyclops empire which included what is today known as the Shackles and Mediogalti Island, as well as the southern part of the Southern Lands and a section of the western Mwangi Expanse. It predates the rise of Aslant, having been at its height during the Age of Serpents. Because its magic users infused their craft into the buildings and other structures they built, some have survived the ravages of time, and most of the information known today about Golgan was obtained by expeditions into these extremely dangerous ruins. Damn, hello. The result said there is nothing, but why would you take the pills then if there is nothing? Darklands are an immense series of caverns, vaults, and passages under the surface of Galarian. Entrances to the Darklands can be found throughout the world. It is not common for travelers to venture into almost universally unsafe depths. Heard several soldiers secretly tell each other they've lost any hope of returning home, but I stand strong. I'll endure whatever I must to return home alive, for the sake of my wife and child. But each new march, each new battle dims the thought that I'll ever see them again. Pray for the sun's protection and guidance, but can the great luminary even hear me down here? Gul'dan. Coloran, never heard of it. Storyteller face twitches and his normal voice returns. Coloran was founded by Gul'dan refugees several centuries later. As for why they were refugees at all, well, I will learn that soon enough. Storyteller face relaxes again as he returns to the story. How long you've been on your mission? Cut off from the sun and the moon, we count time by daily marches. Lost track completely, and it feels like we spend an eternity on this underground hell. Could it be that when I return, my son will be a graying old man with sons of his own, and them sons themselves? Now I must avoid these venomous thoughts. Do you worship the sun? Yes, of course. Do you know what raises Cyclops is above the animals and other two-legged savages? Cyclops' face has one eye and a single orb, just like the sun in the sky during the day, or the moon at night. We build majestic temples to praise the luminaries, and in return, they reward us with prophetic visions. The lesser races may roam in the dark, but the Cyclops are capable of seeing truth. See what I say, alright. Oh, there's Kingmaker, alright. That sounds like a fiesta then, yeah. That sounds like a fiesta. They wage war against the serpent folk. By the order of our Empress, Zelekti Deverdoz, with her own hands she destroyed their den near Garkotar and beheaded their leader. Darklands will be ours soon. Maybe once we've purged it of serpent folk, we can find a way to bring some sunlight down here. Our mission continues. We lost half our contingent, but we still have no orders to turn back. Soldiers' desperation is becoming open indignation. If we were outside in this situation, I'm convinced half the units would have deserted by now, but here we are, and there's nowhere to run. Listen to the soldiers talking. I don't like what I hear. This underground hell has changed them. They don't look to the luminaries for help anymore. Rumor has it that some of them have secretly begun praying to the serpent folk's gods. Wars and barbarism, this is pure insanity, but wasn't this mission itself insane in hindsight? Things the serpent folk worship. Don't know and I don't wish to. Who could possibly be worthy of worshipping in these fetid catacombs where sunlight had never reached? Devils or demons, if I had to guess. I've seen some of their unholy shrines, and they were enough to make even seasoned veterans sick. Flayed skins, balls of blood, and entrails, altars made of bones, and this done to their own kin, to other serpent folk. Can't imagine what they would do to their captives. Isaac, at least something positive there. They kill many serpent folk, I think so. I don't know the exact numbers. That filth doesn't practice honest combat. They move through secret passages to ambush us, attacking from behind or above or below. We've decimated many of their nests, but they still keep coming. The Legion rebelled, and the officer caught some of the soldiers offering sacrifice to the serpent folk's gods, and he ordered them arrested and executed. But he had no idea how deep the contagion had spread, and many soldiers refused to follow his orders, and the groups stood facing each other, swords bared, a loyalist against traitors. I should stand by my commanding officer, die beside him as a loyal soldier of the Empire, but I'm scared. Oh son, I'm so scared. Don't want to die here underground. I want to see my wife and son again. Couldn't say a single word, and I couldn't even move while they butchered our commanding officer and the soldiers who remained loyal to him. But that couldn't save me from what happened next. They declared the slain as sacrifices to the serpent folk's gods, and each of us had to taste the flesh of the sacrificed or share in their fate. Salty blood runs down my lips. I choke down slimy meat and clap my hands to my mouth to keep myself from puking. Sun and moon can't help us here, and I raise my prayer to new gods. My legs won't hold me, so I kneel, and I feel them. I feel they're here with me. They stand around me, their cold palms on my forehead, and my fear subsides. I'll return home. Isn't that what I was praying for? And she ended up executed for treason. Not if they never learn of it. We all agreed on the story we would tell our commanders when we return. Our operation was successful. The Legion suffered heavy losses. Commanding officer was killed in action, so the next incumbent took his place and ordered us to head back. We did, and that's all. Do you still sacrifice? Just once or twice. Now we try to capture serpent folk alive and sacrifice them instead. We even developed a taste for snake meat. The underground gods turned away from that scum. Their new followers are far superior. Such power and glory these new gods can bring to the Empire. We could even challenge Aslan itself. On the upper levels, we rejoined the main force of our army, and we reported the cleansing operation as a success. No one doubted our story of the officer's glorious death, not that I'm surprised. Seems our legion wasn't the only one to accept the protection of the underground gods, and some soldiers even prayed to them openly, and our superiors turned a blind eye to it. Finally, we make it back to the surface. I breathe fresh air deep into my lungs. Like a crimson eye, the huge ball of light glares down on me from the sky. Shut my eye, for I'm no longer used to sunlight. Tears run down my face. No matter, it's alright, I'll be home soon. Must thank the gods for my safe return, and maybe my son would make a good sacrifice. Alright. Happen after. As so often happens, while the Serpent Folk may have lost the war with the Cyclops, they won victory over their souls. Soon dark cults spread through the Golgan Empire, replacing the traditional worship of celestial deities. Sacrifice of Cyclops, public tortures, ritual cannibalism became commonplace. The Empire began to decay. Skullrun funded. Seeing the Empire dying, some Cyclops fled to what is known as Iobaria. They hope to preserve the culture of old Golgan and to build a new country free of the dark cults. But as before, the contagion was already too deep. Coloran proved to be just a lesser copy of Golgan, and then the Earthfall came. Skies have fallen down, ending the Cyclops civilization, along with so many others. Thank you for the story. That's a very cool story, bro. Which one was that? Well, that's the newest we do have. That's another I got. Like the mental imperfection here. A lot of bonuses there. There's a lot of them there. Okay, that's int. I'll see. Strange about Validity lately. Had a fight with her, a big one. Well, I won't talk to her about the best way to describe her hair color in the book, and she said my book is trash, and I'd be no better if I busied my time with, I won't even repeat it. That's sad though, I shouldn't have picked on her. Loaded her sorrowfully. You're probably right, but I'm doing it for her, you know. Be honest, Valerie hasn't been herself lately. She's usually polite, though she can be a cold at times, but now it's like she's changed. And it's all after, you know, after she got that scar. Talked to her before, and she wasn't very nice that time either. I've gotten so spiteful after she got hurt, though she keeps saying she doesn't care. That's the publishing house. Full swing. Press is working day and night. Turns out there aren't just readers, but also writers in our lands, and they keep bringing me new manuscripts. Some are even readable without crying. Nice. And that one works. I see. Got Valerie, and she's probably like left in Tavern again or something. Kingmaker Varn is here too, though. What do you have to say? Led by your grace, welcome back. How can I serve you? Find the capital. It's impressive. Still, sometimes I just miss the open spaces of Dunsward. Things in Varnahold. Excellent, your grace. Everything is excellent. Sure, when everyone returned home. They were a bit uncomfortable, but after appointing a deputy and doubling the guards, the citizens became to calm down, and life started returning to normal. It takes a moment and finally says, you saved us all, your grace, and I'll never be able to thank you enough for that. All I can do is serve you faithfully and ensure your efforts weren't in vain. Varnhold will stand strong no matter what. This I promise you. And care of defenses. People already reconstructed the fort walls, even started digging a moat around the town and organizing patrols. That event was a real shock to everyone. So now every citizen of Varnhold, young or old, has been doing everything in their power to never be caught off guard again. Anything from when your soul was imprisoned? I'm not sure, Your Grace. It was dark, almost no space. If you don't mind, I'd rather not recall anymore. You discovered a letter containing threats, something you like disgusted me. Didn't want you to know about that, wanted to spare you from any further worries, and I began receiving letters like that one since about when I sent your trading goods. Once my men even interrogated the trader who delivered the mail, but nothing came of it. I have some assumptions of who's behind it, but as long as I have no proof, I don't want to accuse anyone. Did Jamandi react? To be blunt, Your Grace, who cares? Maybe she's angry back in Rostov or crying her head off or even celebrating. Matters not. The issue already been settled between the two of us. Official position for you? Can't say ruling a barony used to give me much joy. There are far more enjoyable pursuits, but if there was something I really excelled at, it was managing Varnhold's treasury. If I hadn't been there, our citizens would have had to tighten their belts. I'll see if they can use that guy for the management. I got the level ups now. I got a bunch of quests also. When's the curse happening though again? Part 4. 175 days, alright. So that should be probably even more. And a whole new chapter probably again. Nice, a bunch of companion quests now. Alright, so we need to do this. The dwarf stuff, the baits, the goblin stuff, and the Valerie stuff. Alright. And then yeah, we have 2 of these. The Candlemere Bloom. Yeah, we've been in Candlemere. We'll see, but yeah, I think I'm probably gonna go there first. For the butler. Probably. Alright, I got the level ups too now. Them level ups. I will get that. We'll get that. Okay, I guess I need to pick Harim again now. Now that Tristan is gone, eh? I guess we get that. I else wanted to check. That's pretty much it, I guess. Man, sucks that this quest also failed now, just because I had no time to return, really. Got all the, like, mail and everything. Didn't, like, found everything. Didn't make it back in time, apparently. Alright. Unlucky. So I guess I could, like, end the chapter without talking to him and then just kind of, like, fails the quest. Even though, like, return home with the mail. It was literally on me when he said that he's leaving. Like, come on, dude. I just never returned. I never returned. Alright, let's see. Okay, sold all this shit. Actually,
There are many roads to success.
let's go store a bunch of the magic shit. Not sure if I will need all of this, but might as well. The loot hoarder stuff. Scorpion's hatred, and this one about leather fire resistant enhancement, acid resistance. Poison spell twice per day as a 5th level cleric. Alright. Alright, so I'm not sure we'll need any of these anytime soon. And there's only for evil also, so kinda doubt it. That one is, yeah, this one is like summoning the channel negative energy. Don't think that's a good way to do it. Can I just drop? Thank you. It's unholy. Second execute the undead bane stuff was there. I got something else, I think, for that was good. Against undead. The giant bane. Yes, that needs Lindsay to get exotic proficiency. Maybe I will. Second old ditch. They're not super impressive in terms of stats anyway. I think all the commas are mostly like for monks and everything. This one is exotic too. And this. This one was doing what? Arcane inscriptions. Wait, what was that one about? Enhancement bonus to attack with touch spells. Ah, it sounds like something for Amogus. For the Maguses. Okay, this I can sell. Sure, this one will be needed. Furious Falicata, and also exotic too. Splitter wasn't that good. I can sell actually. This I can sell. Probably doesn't really weigh much. Not really. Yeah, kind of heavy though. This I can sell. This I might also, I guess. Alright, yeah, some of the stuff I can just sell then. Whatever. Let's go sell while I remember. While I remember. See, more Pathfinder will be then on Thursday already. Because I'm gonna be off tomorrow and Wednesday. Except for Wednesday, I'm probably gonna do the evening stream again. Which is gonna start soon. Just gonna start soon today too. Yeah, Wednesday I probably do that. Probably will do that. And then Thursday back and doing some more Pathfinder. I got some progress, finished the chapter. So now we're in chapter 5 technically. Not bad. It's gonna be already December on Thursday basically. And then it's gonna be a few weeks and it's time for the Boomerathon. They'll push for some more Pathfinder even on some days. Yeah, we'll kinda need it then. We'll kinda need it sorta. And I'm not sure if I'll be doing any like RPGing on Boomerathon after all this RPGing. And maybe we'll be kinda chillin'. But we'll see. Just +1, whatever. And it's also just +1. Alright, rest I guess I can keep though. There we go. Cynic, I see. All the super stuck there. Alright, the new chapter, new quests. I will get on it on a Thursday then. And now it's usually time for me to be done, but now we're just gonna switch to the evening stream. And get some of the grind going. I get some of the grind going. Now, whoop. Ooh, right. There's gonna be probably like a second half of the day Pathfinder, but maybe starting like next week or something. I'll go ham with it already, because Boogerathon will be all the old stuff, which I still need also decide what exactly.